The day I quit my job. So I've had a few career changes, and that means that I've had the day I quit my job more than once. And in fact, the last time that I quit my job was to start my own company, which was so exciting, and I've got to say that I have never looked back. Nonetheless, it is still a day that is full of emotions, and it can make it really tricky. So what I thought I'd do is put together a video with some of the lessons that I learnt in that process that might be helpful to you. Here are some things I consider before quitting. The career slowdown. The career slowdown is actually a huge myth. So if you're going to another job that is in the same career path, but you believe that it will accelerate you faster or it'll make you happier just being in a better environment, then that is a really good choice. On the other hand, if you're moving into a different career or you want to start a company, then you're chasing a totally different skill set and you'll learn something entirely new and be putting yourself on a path towards something that you're really excited about, which again will make you a happier person. Fundamentally, your work should be life enhancing. So if you're choosing something that actually makes you happy, it can only be a good thing. What if I hate my new job or my new career doesn't work out? The thing is that you're going to regret not taking an action over taking an action. So you just need to bite the bullet, quit your job, try the new thing, and if that doesn't work out, it is not going to be the last job or the last career that you ever have. A really important thing to remember is that you're not wasting time by doing this, even if it doesn't work out. So the fear of failure is massive and it often stops us from doing really great things. And an awesome example of that is the Dr. Seuss books. So they are the most popular children's books in the history of the world. But this author got turned down 76 times before one publisher said yes to publishing them. So my point is just that on the way to getting those great things in life and making it a success, there's always a ton of failure, and you just need to be robust and resolute about what it is that you want to achieve. And of course, there's money. So it's very important to think about whether you are doing this for the money or for the opportunity. You do need to be financially sound, but sometimes the money can be a career, golden handcuff. So in my case, I've actually never ever made a career decision because of money. So I went from being a lawyer to advertising, and I took a 50% pay cut to do that. And then I went from advertising into shoes of prey, and I went down to zero salary for the first 2.5 years. And yes, of course, those years were tough, but the thing is that to this day, and even when things were difficult, I never looked back on any of those decisions. Every single time I made a move, even if it was less money, I got happier. If you're making a move to make yourself happier, then chances are you are passionate about what it is that you're moving into. And I honestly think that passion is such a defensible strategy, because when you're passionate about something, you relate to whatever it is that you're working in, which means that you'll probably be intuitive and like your own customer. So you'll identify friction points, and when friction points are identified and resolved, that's often called innovation, and that is such a cool thing for your career. When it comes to actually quitting, one of the things that I've learned is that it's really important to be honest and transparent. Quitting a job is really emotional, not just for you, but for the business that you're leaving. You might be really worried that, about proposing an end date, or about competition issues, or just that you might make them angry. But remember that we often tell ourselves the worst case scenario. Often the way that you leave a job is the way that you're remembered. Industries are small, life is small, you're very likely going to run into these people again, so it's so important not to burn bridges. Look, if you do end up in a situation that they react poorly, don't fall into the trap of responding poorly back. Just keep your chin up and know that you've done everything that you could have, and remember, you're probably playing out the worst case scenario in your mind. When you do quit your job, make sure that you turn up prepared. I really screwed this up the last time that I quit my job, and in hindsight, what I should have done was just made a little card or piece of paper with some dot points on it to make sure that I remembered everything I needed to cover. If you do decide to quit your job, then my warmest congratulations to you. And if you decide not to quit your job, then well done on being brave enough to explore that opportunity. That's a really cool thing. Please know that it's so normal to be nervous, and you probably have stories of your own to share, so please put them in the comments below. I would love to learn from you about your experiences as well. So I will see you soon, and don't forget to do everything before you're ready. Bye.